Well, team, it's 2021. It's time to get the year started right. Team. I don't know about you, but I am so thankful that 2020 is now in the books and it's done. But I want to talk to you about 2021 and kind of where my head's at and what I'm doing to attack it and how I'm going to make this year the year of, instead of just surviving, we're going to be thriving, baby. Let's get it. So welcome in. If you guys just stumbled upon this randomly on the internet, my name is Pala. I am a content creator and also streamer on Twitch. But I kind of wanted to give some insight because I feel like teaching from my experiences and what I know or what I'm thinking and stuff like that is really helpful for other people to get that different perspective, or even to just see what I'm doing to focus on what I want to do in the future. A lot of people have similar goals, but not everyone's gonna have the same journey. So if you can take little bits and pieces from my journey or someone else's journey, I think that's a big W. But anyways, enough of that. I'm just gonna jump right into this and kind of where my head's at as far as like what my main focuses are for this year coming up. So the first thing I'm gonna be focused on this year that I think is probably the most important, and it's gonna sound kind of weird as I'm explaining some things because it does get a little bit, you know, kind of like, maybe it's weird, but I think it's probably the right thing to do. But my mental health. So one of the first things I'm trying to do is rewire my brain for positivity and focus on my mental health. The reason why I think this is super important is because I feel like towards the end of last year, being in retail, I got really burnt out just with life in general. But on top of that too, I kind of feel like I was speaking negativity in my life, and some negative things I was speaking of actually came to fruition. Whether you believe that was supposed to happen or not in my life, I don't know. I don't know. It all depends on what you believe, I guess. However, I believe, you know, you do good things, you work hard, and then good things come to you. But I feel like I also need to speak these things to reality, right? I need to speak life into these things, these positive things that want to happen. So for 2021, I'm trying to just rewire my brain for positivity and just be able to focus on those good things that should be happening in my life or going to happen based on the hard work I'm putting in for it. Part of what I feel like is going to help me out with that is this little guy right here. It's a Panda Planner. It's just a little panda because it's a little baby panda bear. It's a cute little baby panda bear right there. Sorry, I can't help but cringe you guys a little bit every now and again. Anywho, and no, this isn't sponsored. I don't even think these guys know that little me exists or anything, but I've been seeing this and I've been thinking it was a really good idea, so I decided I might as well try it out. I'll leave an Amazon link to it below if you want to research it yourself and purchase it. But if you guys want to look into it yourself, feel free. I think it's a good idea. I've been using it for a little bit, so we'll see. But this has a big focus on like kind of recapping your day, looking at what you've done, positive things, right? Like what are good things you're grateful for? What are things you're excited about that are coming up and stuff like that. So it has a lot of good like positivity and good vibe building in this book. And I feel like that's really important for 2021. Good vibes, speaking positivity out in the world and speaking out what you want to happen this year. So speaking about that, about what we want to happen this year, the second thing is going to be planning and goal setting and stuff like that. And also just having dreams. I realized that after listening to Harris Heller, yes, I realize I talk a lot about him. But anyways, back to my point. Harris Heller was talking about how he just purchased a Tesla because that's something that he'd been saving up for and he wanted to purchase for a while and stuff like that. And he decided to treat himself. And I was thinking, I'm like, if I were to actually get to that point in my life, right, where I have an excess amount of money where I can go do that. I could go buy something nice for myself. I can reward myself. Like, what dream car do I even have? Like, do I even have a dream car? And it just like made me think that like, I don't have those dreams that I'm chasing or those goals, like those big goals that I'm chasing. Not that I'm saying like, buy my dream car is something you should go for, but like, it's something that helps drive you every day, right? It's having that goal, having that dream, and just constantly trying to reach for it. Whether it seems like it's completely out of reach, or if it seems like it just might be a little bit crazy, I feel like it's still super important to have because it keeps you going. It's the carrot on the stick that keeps you running forward. But it's actually obtainable, I think, depending on what you set for a goal. Having these goals and reverse engineering them, I think is super important because it gives you stepping stones. It gives you the ability to kind of look at that stuff from a wide lens and just be like, okay, like how are we doing on this? And it keeps you motivated, right? It gives you something to go for. It gives you something to aim at and stuff like that. So that's definitely going to be a big part of it. One thing I think a lot of people struggle with, and I kind of struggled on and off with this. I mean, obviously it's been a little bit since I posted a YouTube video. I'm so sorry, by the way. I'm not going to leave you guys like that again. Is I learned about it last year. It's called batch creating. So it's basically you take the time to make, you know, a week's worth of Instagram post within 1 hour and then you're done. You don't have to worry about it, right? What I usually try and do is I try and post in the moment, in the day, and that kind of stuff. And honestly, again, working retail, which I'm sure some people can also relate to, it's really hard to keep a consistent schedule because your schedule changes all the time. You literally don't know if you're working an open or a close or what days you get off and stuff like that. There's no consistency to it whatsoever. Or maybe even too, you do have a consistent day job, but you have other things that cause you to maybe be a little bit inconsistent. There's always something that's there to derail us, right? To stop us from being consistent. However, let's just pick a random day, right? Let's just say Sunday. Sunday sounds like a great day. So Sunday is now the day that you sit there and you grab clips. I swear to God, it sounds like there's a dog sitting right outside of my door, my window. Let's just pick a day, all right? So Sunday. Sunday night is the night that you come home, and what you do is you compile a bunch of clips and stuff like that, or you compile a bunch of posts to go out on Twitter, or you post some things that you curate for Instagram, right? Or TikTok, who knows? You take the time to schedule it all out, right? So you know what you're posting on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You curated that for each platform. So let's just say you scheduled that ahead of time, which I know there's some websites that do that with. I've heard a couple of them, but if you guys know other ones, or if you know those websites or use them, please let me know in comments below. I would love to know about it. But you basically schedule these things ahead of time, so that way you don't have to be worried about it being in the moment, because there are things that derail you, right? I have a retail schedule. It's constantly changing. I don't even know what days off I have until literally like the end of the week. Then I know what I'm working next week. Or even too, there's things that just come up that derail you from doing what you're doing. To be able to help you be consistent, scheduling it ahead of time, I think is gonna be a massive difference for me. I think it can help a lot of other people as well too. Now, don't get this confused with automating. Automating is a completely different piece. I do not recommend automating much, or if anything at all. Like, I'm all about true engagement, real engagement with people. Like, yes, you're gonna future dated post, but you're gonna be posting it. You're gonna be curating it. It's your words, it's your content. You're gonna be responding to people, having genuine interactions with people. So I don't really see it as like a dirty or automated thing. And if you want an example of what I mean by automated, like if you go to someone's Twitter and it's just going live, 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 and that's all they post, that's automated. I would highly recommend you stop doing that, because that's not content. When someone visits your Twitter page, I honestly would not follow that page, to be honest. So that is where, again, I think having something like this, where I can actually schedule that stuff out, I can kind of plan it and stuff like that, and be more proactive about my time, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more time. And I've heard plenty of other people speak about this too before, and that's kind of like their end result that they feel about it. So we're trying it out this year. It's gonna be something new, and I'm gonna stick to it. You guys can hold me to it too. I guess the last thing too, this is more of a personal piece, and I guess I kind of figured this one out for myself because of personal reflection, but this is gonna be the year that I'm gonna be selfish. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking, that's a dirty word, it's a bad word, probably shouldn't be selfish, so on and so forth. I get it. But hear me out for a second, hear me out. What I mean by being selfish is that you're putting you as a person in your dreams as the forefront of what you should be putting your energy into. I'm a single man, I live by myself, I don't really have many things that I'm kind of tied to, so I can go ahead and just put all my energy into this. I'm in that situation. Your situation might be a little bit different, so again, I would say approach this with balance is really the easiest way to say it. I'm gonna start making sure that I'm putting my dreams to the front of what I need to do every day, and my energy into that. I'm not gonna sit there and, I guess, like spend more time and energy on other things that aren't working up towards those dreams than I need to. Now, I'm not saying it's just gonna be work, 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 and that's nothing, but I'm gonna give the majority of my time to making that dream come true. And I'm gonna put myself first. A lot of times, I'm very easily derailed by trying to make other people happy, supporting other people in certain endeavors and things of that nature. That's just a personal thing of mine. So learning to be selfish in a healthy way is something I wanna focus on this year, and make sure that I give myself the time and attention that I deserve from myself. And that's pretty much the major things I'm trying to focus on this year. I don't know if this was helpful or not. Hopefully you guys found something in here that you didn't think about before, or that might kind of change your perspective on something, but I really want 2021 to be a blow up year for me, and I want it to be able to help other people as I come along the way. So that's why I want to be open about my thoughts, what I'm focusing on, that kind of stuff, and that's why I want to make these videos. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I appreciate it if you guys made it this far. Mwah! You guys are beautiful. Don't forget, you guys can find me on all the social media links right down below if you guys would like. You guys can also come into my streams, which are usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday as well. Feel free to come into my stream and start a conversation, or if you want, just go into my Discord, which is gonna be right below, or even hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. I try and message back as much as I can as far as DMs go. Thank you so much. Here's to an amazing year. Again, 2020, I feel like, was a year about just surviving the year and getting through it. And I feel like 2021 is going to be the year about thriving. So let's go ahead and thrive on this year. Yeah, yay! That's a wrap. Wooden spoon? Wait.